Yo everybody, hey, how's it going? It's Friday the 26th of June and this is SITREP 38. So what's happening, folks? I know I haven't talked to you guys in a while. I apologize for that. There just hasn't been a whole lot to talk about. I mean, it's just it's Florida sunny weather and a little bit of rain here and there and a couple other things I'll get you up to date on, but other than that, it's been pretty slow around here. I'm sitting out here in the front yard. My big grass. Pretty proud of this project. This is the project I did where I put the garden wall around. Put it up in front of the house there. You can see it. Goes over in front of the garage. See it over there? There's also lights for at night over there, and there's some right over chair. See it? Am I pointing in the right place? Somewhere over there. So the lights, there's lights on both those corners. There's lights on the corners by the front door over there, and then there's lights in front of the garage over there on both corners. So at night they light up the corner. It's what they call a wash, and it looks really nice. And a lot of the neighbors have complimented on it and say it looks good too. So I'm really happy with the way this came out. These landscaping rocks and these plants, cool accent. Look at these. Pretty nice, right? Anyway, so that's that. What else has been going on? So Wednesday I went for a swallow test, and so there's two issues basically. I have you have a flap that kind of, if you can picture this, it goes kind of below the roof of your mouth, and it kind of just hangs down. So when you breathe in your nose, the air goes down your nose. Right, and back behind this flap on your side, the air goes up and out your nose, right? When you swallow, that flap goes back and it pushes up against the back of your throat, and the food goes down this side of it, okay? You can imagine that. So, on me, it doesn't push up and seal off my nasal passage very quickly. So, liquids squeaking past it and going out my nose. Part of the reason for that also is that, so when you swallow, your mouth is pressurized with the food and liquid in there, and then I think it's called a glottis down here in your throat. It opens up and it allows the fluid and the food to go down while it closes off your airway. So no fluids or food get down your airway, right? Well, mine isn't opening up and letting food go down. So now you have this not opening, you have pressurized food and liquid in my mouth, and you have a weak flap here, so it's just pushing the stuff right out of my nose. So, and that's, partially, we're hoping that the muscles are just weak because I haven't used them. Initially, part of it was definitely due to radiation, because the radiation it causes havoc on the tissue, man. It just turns into leather. It's not, and then once it gets like that, radiated, I guess they call it, it's not very flexible, and so it can't do what it has to do, right? So we're hoping that the muscles are the issue, and I have 10 exercises. I'll show you a couple of them in a minute. Some of them might crack you up. But, so it's either the muscles weak, which we can build the muscles up and get that back, that functionality back, or it's radiation damage. And if that's the case, then it's not looking good for the home team as far as being able to swallow well ever again. So we'll see. Fingers crossed. Praying that it's not the latter, but we shall see. So I have 10 exercises. Now check this out. I'm supposed to do 5 repetitions of each exercise 10 times, and there's 10 exercises. So you tell me how many repetitions that is. Yeah, it's 500, right? She's like, I know it sounds like a lot. And I'm like, no, it's fine. I just have my 8-hour-a-day job I have to kind of tend to while I'm teleworking. I have my regular workout that I have to do. You know, just to kind of build muscle or maintain what I have. I can't lose any more weight or any more mass. I got to start building mass again. And now I have these exercises to do. So yesterday I did some of them, and I got 100 done. So, but so one of them, check this out. So do it with me. So you have to get, you get a little saliva in your mouth, and then you push your tongue straight out. Now once your tongue is straight out, it can't go down, it can't go up, it has to go straight out as far as you can get it. You take your teeth and you chomp down your tongue lightly. Obviously don't bite your tongue off, and then you try to swallow that saliva. Yeah? So. If you tried it, you know what I'm talking about. It's not, I mean, I don't even think people with a healthy mouth can do that, right? So, crack me up. But anyway, that's one of them. And the other one is to do like E and Ah. So if you notice when you go E, 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 you can feel the muscles in your throat open up. That's your larynx, right? E, and then Ah, Ah, Ah. You can feel it pushing back. You feel, so basically what it's doing is just working those muscles to keep all that stuff kind of pliable back there and make it pliable again. Yeah, so that's that. I guess I can show you a quick, here's a clip from my my swallow study.
I just want to stop you here and show you. You see all that right there? So
Yeah.
that's some of that barium that got into your nose, right?
Okay.
Now I think on this one we'll be able to see a little bit better what exactly happened, so
Okay.
I can kind of demonstrate what's going on. So you take a swallow, right? And like I said, the pressure, right? So we have all this positive pressure. It's not going down, so the only way is for it to go shooting right back out.
Yep.
So you'll see here, you swallow. Now when you got down, it's going down okay, little by little. You'll notice your epiglottis, that thing isn't really flipping over, and that's what we typically see after radiation to head and neck, right?
Okay. All right, so that said, I kind of touched on it, physical training, right? So I got to try and do something to stay healthier or get healthier. So my son got me this kit. It's really cool. Here it is right here. I'm gonna give him a free plug. And so it comes with all these different colored hoses, and each hose is a different thickness, right? So I use the green mostly, but so it comes with these hand collars, and there's little D-rings on there. See it? So you can clip the hand holders onto the end of the tube, and then just hook it on your feet like you normally would with a tube, if I can just do it. And then you do your exercises, right? So it's pretty sweet. It also comes with this gizmo right here. I don't know if you can see it too good. Back up a little bit. So this goes over the door, right, like that. Like this. Let me show you from the side. Like that. And then you close the door on it, and now it's anchored, and now you can do exercises where you pull down. So now you can step on it and do your exercises where you're pulling up, and you put it in the door and do the exercise when you're pulling down. So it's pretty sweet. And you can kind of see, I'll show you the difference between the thinnest and the thickest. So they're kind of smart. They went color-wise, right? So the yellow ones are the thinnest ones, and the black are the thickest. So the lightest colors are easier or less resistance, and then the black ones like a lot of resistance, right? And there's yellow, red, green, blue, and black. So there's what, 5 different colors, which is pretty cool. So thank you, son. Appreciate that. And let me see a little bit about how I've been feeling. It's kind of weird, right? So you guys know, most of you do know, I wear a CPAP, right? I have the full fighter mask, and the problem with that is the strap on the right side, or on the neck lower straps go right across my incision on my neck and right across the angry area, right? So if I wear it even one day, everything gets angry, it gets mad, it gets inflamed. I finally got liquid Motrin, by the way, which is pretty sweet. You can get it over the counter, and that's helped quite a bit. But so I've been kind of going back and forth. I've been trying to, work out some issues with my jaw. I still have locked jaw. I can only open it up about an inch, inch and a half max. The VA has a machine ordered for me. I'm going to pick it up on Monday, actually. So it's basically put it in your mouth, squeeze it, and it props your jaw open. And you keep doing that until finally it frees up and you can actually have full motion of your jaw, hopefully. Yeah, so that's going to be a blast. I can't wait. I'm going to need some Motrin. So yeah, so anyway, back to fatigue. So if I wear my CPAP, I sleep well, right? Because it's forcing air in. It's pressurizing my lungs. I'm not snoring and all that. Make sure I get good oxygen flow. But the problem is, so I'm rested. So I get up the next day, and I'm not necessarily really that badly fatigued, but I'm in pain. So I'm in more pain than normal. Man, it's hot out here. Whew. Yeah. But if I don't wear it, then the good news is that there's less trauma. Even the pillow irritates it, right? But there's less. But then I don't sleep very well and I'm fatigued. And sometimes I can take naps up to like 3 hours long. I have to set my alarm to get me up. But there has been times, like look at last Saturday, I laid down at 4 o'clock. I didn't get up till 7 o'clock at night. And then I went right back to bed at 11 o'clock, 4 hours later, and I slept the whole night. So if fatigue comes sometimes, it sucks. The pain is still there. It's always there. It never goes away. It's just a matter of what it's feeling like. Generally speaking, right now, because I started doing these exercises with my tongue, the pain is probably about a 6. 6 maybe. Yeah, maybe I'll just say a high 6. And at night it gets worse. My pain always gets worse at night. So it doesn't go away. I still have the earache. All that mostly went away until I started wearing the CPAP again. I tried to wear the CPAP on somebody's recommendation. I don't know what the heck I was thinking, but that caused havoc with me, man. I wore it 4 days in a row, and oh my God, I'm still paying for it. I was over a week ago. So yeah, it's not good. What else? Kind of get away from the medical stuff for a minute. Oh, no, maybe we won't. So I mentioned that I'm going to get my machine from my mouth on the 30th. That's because I'm going in next week to get a new G-tube. So I've lost quite a bit of weight. It depends on what scale you look at, but I'm down around between 150 and 155 from 184. So when you lose that much weight, especially in your abdomen, you don't need such a long G-tube. Remember, it goes through all that fat and all your abdomen muscles and all that. So now I need a little bit of a shorter one. So I have stomach fluid leaking out from around it. And that's never a good thing. It's not something you want to say to your friends and family and coworkers, that you have a considerable amount of stomach fluid leaking out from out of your stomach. but hey, that's the truth. That's what it is. So I'm just trying to keep it real, right? Keep it 100. Next on the list, I just want to give a shout out to Billy O. Billy O. My brother-in-law is down in Kakalaki, and a couple of days ago he had one of his knees replaced, so he's home now. And I know the pain blocker wore off, and he probably got some pretty good meds, so hang in there, brother. Be strong, be strong. I hear everybody that gets a joist replaced was like, man, I wish I had it done a long time ago. So let me know in the comments, Bill, if that's the same for you. Let me see. All right, any more medical stuff here? Let me see. I got to follow up with Dr. Christensen, Dr. C, on the 6th of July. That was supposed to have been today, I think, but she had a death in the family. I think her mom passed, so I'll say a prayer for her and her family. So I'll see her soon enough anyway. And that device that goes in my mouth is called a Therabite. It's T-H-E-R-A bite. Therabite. Look it up. It's a torture device. Alright, so I think that's, let me see, fatigue, blah, blah. I think that's enough of the medical stuff. So as far as the house goes, we got a new fence. So here's pictures. Here's I went with white vinyl. You can see this old crappy wooden fence that we had back in the day. I think that was the original fence. And the house was built in '98. So yeah, 22 years. It held up pretty good, but yeah, it was time to let it go. So I went with vinyl. There's each one of the posts on this fence has is held in with 80 pounds of concrete. So this thing ain't going anywhere, man. I mean, it's rock solid, baby. I love it. Nice and clean. I can power wash it. It'll come out clean. Which I like my stuff looking right. So shout out to oh, and the cool thing is you can pull off the top rail. So if a branch falls down and smashes through the side of the fence, you can pull that rail, the top rail off. First of all, the top rail is reinforced with a steel rod. You can pop that out, and then you just take out the slats that you need. But the company that makes the fence is right around the corner. Just buy the new slats, pop them right in, pop the top rail back on, and you're good to go. So it's pretty awesome, but it was expensive. It was like $2,400 for 100 feet. So $24 a foot. I mean, yeah, but it's pretty nice. And my oak leaves, check these out, huh? Right? See right there? So I got them in blue, with light blue accents, or ear muffs, or whatever you call them. I like blue. I am blue. So, I mean, what else? What other color is there? Actually, these are custom. So you can go online and you can pick what colors you want of everything. The socks, the Oakley thing. I could have got silver or gold Oakley or yellow. I mean, they got all the colors, right? So I decided to get blue. I mean, I figured worst comes to worst, who's gonna steal these? Is there another blue out there? No, there's only one. So ain't nobody stealing my glasses. These are mine. So yeah, polarized lenses, pretty sweet. I'm kind of happy with it. And I got one more shout out before I forget. Least I forget. Ella, my Bella, my granddaughter, she is spending some time with Boo and Pops and Grandma and Grandpa up in the mountains in Pennsylvania, in the hinterlands of north central Pennsylvania. So shout out to you, baby girl. Hope you're having fun out there and you're not causing Boo and Pops any issues. And you're letting them do their thing, and hopefully you're not messing around with those electronic gear. Actually, I know you are. So that's all I got, guys. We'll talk to you soon. Peace.